I am here for day 79 of the 100-day project. I'm going to start out by, excuse me, I have 6 strands of embroidery floss, black, and I'm going to sew these 2 beads together. One of them has a jump ring through it. This one just has a hole, which is right there. So I'm going to tie a knot just to connect these 2 together. I do have a knot in this embroidery floss, which is kind of doesn't really do anything. I want the jump ring to be sort of loose and connect the 2 of them. So I am going to tie a knot and set this aside until I do some other things. Okay, so I've got a piece of cardboard. I have this art graph, which is a compressed graphite. If I can get the top off of it, we're going to use a little bit of this today. I should have done this before. There we go. Before I started the camera. So I'm going to dip a paintbrush in some water, and I'm going to use this like watercolor to paint some things on this piece of cardboard. It is not as dark as the Lyra stick or as the Marxall pencils, but it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put the top back on that. I'm gonna take a pencil, just a regular pencil, which is it's maybe too well used. Doesn't seem to have a point anymore. Okay, so I'm going to use this. It's also just a 2 HB. I've got some collage papers that I'm going to use. I'm also going to mark them up with the pencil. I have a playing card with the number 7. I'm just going to make some pencil marks on it as well. Okay, now I'm going to take a glue stick, and I'm going to attach these pieces to the cardboard. So I'll have a little more control over how they are sewn on, positioned and everything. So I'm going to kind of move that to one side so you can see the black. I've got a piece of collage paper that has some of where I did some rusting with a stencil. It was not a great success, but it's kind of interesting anyway. And it goes through the paper to the other side. So I'm going to put this down. I've got this piece of a ledger. I'm going to put this down. I have some burlap that I'm going to put down, and I think I'm going to use some 3-in-1 for this. It obviously is going to go through the strands since it's a loose weave. I've got a piece of sari ribbon, which is the join between 2 sari ribbons. This pretty patterned, kind of a berry color. And this is mostly black. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. Maybe enough of that 3-in-1 to hold that down too. I have a book part, which I'm going to attach also with the, excuse me. I think I'm going to move this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the little 3-in-1 down and attach the book part. I am into my second bag. I ordered these book parts from House of Books, and I think they add a lot of interest to these clusters. Got a little piece that's kind of freeloading here, not attached particularly, so I'm gonna put a little more 3-in-1 in and see if I can get those two pieces to attach better. I'm having trouble with making my light again. So sorry about that. All right, I've got this playing card, which I'm also going to put down with some 3-in-1 because I've got a bunch of things here. I just want to make sure that everything stays in place. I'm going to hold that for a minute. Put the top on my glue stick, put the top on my 3-in-1 and set those aside. And now I've got my beads. I have a needle still attached to them. So I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through this with my awl. Maybe I'll go through the card too. I'm going to take my needle and go through and pull it tight. Maybe go through one more time. See if I can pull this tight. Well, I don't think it's going to dangle, which is okay. So I'm going to go back through. And I pull my thread off the needle. Okay, that's the way I really wanted it, was closer. Pull the thread off the needle, so I need to thread it again. We've had a cloudy day all day, and now the clouds are very gray, so I would not be surprised if we have a thunderstorm. So I wanted to get this done before that happened. Okay, I'm going to clip this thread, and I'm going to put some masking tape on it to keep it from pulling back through. Put my needle back in the pin cushion. I've got both of my masking tapes that I've been using. I'm going to use the brown this time, I think. Tear off a significant amount. Push the thread down and go over the thread. So this is day 79 of the 100-Day Project. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.